Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It is Caitlin Marie. So, that's the first time I haven't made a video on a Thursday, uploaded edited it and do it. I'm making this video on a Wednesday, and the past videos I've made have been on a Thursday. So I'm working on my life. Okay, so clearly it's October. You guys know my end of the month, everything I've watched. So nothing really new, just everything I've watched. Also, I do have a Letterboxd now. And basically, it's have a movie, and you rate it out of 5, out of 5 stars to kind of what you think about it. So if you guys want to know kind of what I watch, just have my Letterboxd. It'll be right here, whatever, in my bio. But social medias are right here, and let's just get started. So this month has been a slow month because I went on vacation. But I also watched more movies on vacation. I don't know, for some reason I didn't watch many movies this month. But we only have 18 movies, and I've been ranging between 20 and 27 in the past months, except for May, because that one had 40. But yeah, so we only have 18 movies to get through. But yeah, let's just get started. So the first movie I watched was the new Cinderella that is on Prime Video. All I gotta say is it was trash. I feel like they tried way too hard for it to be funny or good. That just made it not good. And plus it was a musical. So, they ruined Cinderella by musical because I do not like musicals. I think they're super boring, super cringy, and just whatever. So, there was that. And then we have Camila Cabello, which I'm not a big fan of her, but I also don't hate her. She's kind of in the range. But it's on Prime Video. And basically, the one thing I did was instead of Cinderella wanting to become a prince and marry a prince, she wanted to become her own fashion designer. So instead of it being oh, I want to marry a prince because he'll make my life happy, she wants to kind of have her own job. Which I think that's honest. I like the twist, kind of how they did that. But the movie is trash. I feel like it'd be okay. But it was I think 2 hours long. And then, yeah. We just kind of my whole family watched it with me, and we're just but it's basically the plot, a Cinderella, except it's a musical, and instead of wanting to marry a prince, she wants to become a fashion designer person. So there's that. The first song, I kind of I don't know, I think it's the second song I like, where she kind of talks to herself like a doppelganger person. When I get to that, that's the song I like. But yeah, I give it a 6.5 out of 10. And you can find it on Prime Video. Then we watched The Hills Have Eyes. About we, I mean me. We watched the 1977 movie. And I tell you that from now on, if I see a movie that's made in the 1990, if it was before 1990 or something, I refuse to watch it because this movie was crap. Because I heard it was the reason they made Wrong Turn. You guys know I love Wrong Turn. So I was this movie has to be amazing because they got Wrong Turn out of it. No. It was bad. Basically, this family were going, I think, California, but they took a turn and everything. But then they get trapped, and there was these hillbilly cannibals that were chasing them. But then there were also 2 dogs, and I think one of the dogs gets eaten. So if you guys aren't a fan of animal cruelty, don't watch it. Because of that. It's so bad. I almost didn't want to finish it. I think I have to finish it, I have to, and I couldn't. But I give it a 3 out of 10, and I think it's on Tubi, but if you have Shudder, which I got, only for a month though, because I'm cheap, which if you have Tubi, it should be on Tubi. I don't know anyone, but that's why I watched it. But then I watched The Hills Have Eyes, the remake, and that one is on Tubi. And that one was better. I think, it was a lot better than the original. So this is one of the times where the remake is better than the original. There's sexual assault in it. I did have to skip that part because I feel like it went too in deep. I feel like it had no point in it. I don't know. I don't like when movies have that type of stuff because I feel like there's no point. I guess on your grave of revenge, you kind of need to because that's the plot. I feel like if the movie, if the plot isn't sexual assault, and they shouldn't have it. But there is that. So if you guys can't watch that or get triggered, do not watch The Hills Have Eyes remake because that's just sad. But yeah. But I did like this one. I really did enjoy it. and I give that 7.5 out of 10, and that one's on Tubi too. Then I watched Princess Diaries. This one is so good, and I hope they make a third one. I don't know if they're going to or not. I think I heard they will, but I don't know. Basically, we have Mia, and it's kind of like a normal like movie, but not. But we have Mia, and she's kind of like a nerdy, shy girl, but then she finds out that like her dad was the king of Genovia, so then she's the princess of it. So it's kind of cool to watch Mia try and turn into a princess, and then the whole princess life. It's on Disney Plus. It is like 2 hours long, so I think it's like an hour and 58 minutes. But I really did like it. It's my second time watching it. Really good. I gave it a 8 out of 10. Then we watched Train to Busan. That one is, I think it's Korean. Don't yell at me. I'm pretty sure it's Korean. But basically, I watched the dub version because I don't like to watch like the original because it's all Korean and I don't know Korean and I don't want to like spend the entire movie reading the captions. So we watched the dub version, but there also is like an original version if you don't like dubbed. So there's that. Basically, it's like a zombie outbreak and there's people on like a train. So basically like a father trying to protect his daughter. I thought it was honestly pretty good. I wasn't really expecting it to be as good as it was, but I did like it. There were some parts at the end that I did not like, which if you guys watch it, you'll know what I'm talking about, or should, but I don't want to spoil it. So yeah, but I gave that an 8 out of 10, and it is on Tubi. I watched House of a Thousand Corpses. That movie it was something else. Basically, there were these 4 people, and they were going like a road trip around the world, which I feel like that would be fun, and if I didn't get car sick all the time, like after the first like hour of it, I would love to go like around the world like in a road trip. Basically, they kind of like think that was like a tire, so they go into this house, and it turns out it's like not a carnival type of thing, but there's like this family, and they kind of do some weird things. And Fish Boy, I don't know, it has some creepy, it's gory, it has some stuff. Honestly, I'm gonna spoil it for a second, but basically, like, the first, like, 3 people kind of die, like, right, and, like, not, like, in the beginning, but kind of die, like, right away or whatever. Well, not really right away. Not, like, right away, but, like, they all die, so you just spend kind of a lot of the movie focused on the one person trying to survive, which I don't like that. I don't like watching a movie where people, like, die right away and they're stuck with, like, the one person trying to survive. But it was pretty decent. Definitely, I would not watch it again because it's creepy. And I know people do that in real life. So it's just hard to watch. But it is on Tubi. I think I took it off, but it might be on somewhere else. And I gave that an 8 out of 10. And then I watched Lemonade Mouth. So that one is on Disney Plus, and I really enjoyed this movie. It definitely brought back so many memories of last year when I went and watched it for the first time. And basically, we had like these 4 people. I think it's like a soccer player who wants to be a drummer, and then a shy girl, and then someone else. She's like a religion. I don't know what it is. I don't want to say something and then get yelled at. But then she like to identify that, and then someone else. So they all become like a band, and I think it's just, I don't know. I like it. It's a really good movie, like a nice family movie. It's back in the days when Disney was good. Like, I'm not saying this movies now are crap. It's just back then in that era, Disney movies were so good. And plus, that's Haley Kiyoko. I don't know how to say her last name, I'm sorry. And it's just so funny seeing her now and seeing her then. But I give that a 9.5 out of 10. And then I watched Priceless, which is a Christian movie, but it doesn't really follow on the whole Christian aspect. It has one of the guys from Folk King Country, and they're like a Christian band. Basically, he goes and does this driving truck to just drive, bring it somewhere, no questions asked, go get money, because he can't have his daughter because he doesn't have money. But then it turns out that it's a slave trade. Well, not slave trade, oh my god, human trafficking. So it's like these 2 girls, I think they're from Mexico. The one girl from the Fosters who played Mariana's friend, she's in it, so I thought that was kind of cool. But basically, he tries to get them back, and it is kind of sad. So if you can't like watch movies with human trafficking, I would not advise to watch it. But I do think it is pretty good. And if you guys are like, oh my gosh, Christian movie, I don't want to watch it, it's not really heavy on the whole Christian aspect. So it's like, it's okay to watch. I don't know where it's on. I had the movie, so that's why I watched it. But I really liked it and gave it a 9.5 out of 10. And then I watched Aladdin, which it was a remake. I really do like that. It's just original Aladdin. But then we have Will Smith, I think, as the genie instead of Robin Williams, and I think he did amazing. And I really liked how Jasmine this time, instead of just having to get married, and she wants to become the head of the kingdom. I don't know what it's called, Sultan. So she kind of gets her own play and she gets her own song. I think that's cool how they do that. So I really like that one. That one's 2 hours. It's on Disney Plus. I don't know why I'm telling you guys when they're 2 hours long, but I give that a 9 out of 10. And then I watched Deathclick. So if you guys have heard about the Skylar Niece case, you guys should. It's a pretty interesting case. It's sad, of course, but I say watch Kendall Ray's video. But basically it's these two friends, you know, like best friends since like kindergarten or whatever, and then someone new moves to town, steals the one friend away, and kind of leaves Skylar out, which she has a different name in this, but then they end up turning on and they end up killing the girl. So it's about that case, which I think the case is pretty interesting. A lot of it is different from the case. They have different names, different everything. I guess like the only true thing is like the aspect, like two friends kill one the other. But I don't know, I think it's cool to watch the movie. It's on Tubi. It's an 8.5 out of 10. Then I watched Level 16, which if you guys watch my other videos, I bought it. And basically, I think this movie is really good. Basically, there are these people and they're like in this like a boarding school place. Basically taught like the air is bad, you have to be a proper girl, and then once you get to like a certain level, you'll be adopted into a family. But then as it turns out, one of like the girls stops taking the pills that they give every day, and like some secrets come out. So I think it's kind of cool, and I think kind of like the twist at the end or whatever, I think that was cool. I think like the twist is kind of cool, and I think the concept of the movie is really cool. So it is on Netflix now, and I give that a 9.5 out of 10. And then we watched Nobody Sleeps in the Woods Tonight, which that one is on Netflix, and it is dubbed. If you guys don't know what dubbed is, basically when a movie is like a different language and English, and they have like an English voiceover over it, which I don't think this movie is just funny, but I don't really like them. You know, if that makes any sense. But yeah, basically, I think, again, the concept was cool. I was let down, I'm not gonna lie. I was expecting better. But all these teenagers who are addicted to their phones go to like camp when they're supposed to be like in your phone, electronics. And then there was like this monster, cannibal, inbred thingy. I don't remember when they kind of like track them down. But I don't know, I think it was pretty good. I kind of let it down. Well, I expected it to be a lot better than what it was, but I do think it was cool. And also part 2 comes out in October something, so I'm excited for that. But I gave it a 6.5 out of 10. And then we watched 31. And here's something crazy. When I saw 31, I thought it was kind of like in the range of House of a Thousand Corpses, which it's not. House of a Thousand Corpses do have 2 other movies. It's called like 3 from Hell or something, or like 2 other movies that I will be watching. But 31 is different. I'm not expecting it to be like a whole bunch of gore stuff. I kind of expect it to be like kind of like Saw with like all the gore, or Hostel basically. I expect it to be like Hostel. But basically these people kind of get like kidnapped by like these circus people, and I think it's on Halloween night. I'm pretty positive it's on Halloween night. And basically they have to kill these like these monster thingies, and they have to survive. I think like I'm pretty sure it's 12 hours basically trying to kill these people. And if you survive 12 hours, you get to live. So I don't know, I thought the concept was cool. I was expecting it to be kind of better, but it was good. And then one of the guys kind of reminded me of what's his face in the 100. I forgot his name. And I watched Quagga, which this movie isn't really a horror. It's like a thriller, but it's on Netflix. Basically it's about there's a zombie outbreak, and this guy, he gets bit by a zombie, so he tries to find somewhere to go for his daughter to live when it happens. It's okay. I probably would have enjoyed it more if I wasn't half asleep and trying to not fall asleep. I think it's a pretty okay movie. If you're into like a slow kind of thriller movie, like a slow zombie movie, then watch it. but I gave that 7 out of 10. Then we watched Aquamarine. If you guys haven't heard of it, go on Disney Plus right now. Basically, we have like these two 13-year-old girls. But like, not when I was a kid, I thought they were like 16. But I guess now when you watch it, you realize it. And now you watch it, it's kind of funny because they're going in 7th grade and they don't know what someone is going to college. But meet this mermaid, and she has to have 3 days for all in love, but she has to go back to the ocean, marry some guy she doesn't want. So they try to help her fall in love with this one guy. It's really cute. It's really funny. Watch it. I give that 10 out of 10. And then we watched Don't Listen. That is another dubbed movie. But basically, if you cannot watch a movie where a kid dies, I do not advise you to watch it. Basically, we have this family move into this house. Something happens to the kid, and he kind of like dies. And I think like the husband, he thinks that the kid, something happened, so he tries to like kind of like save his kid from the other side. So he has like this medium type person, which I don't know what they're called, and that guy's daughter kind of help him. Which I'm not gonna lie, the twist at the end I did not see coming. I was like, oh my gosh. But I thought it was pretty good. I was not expecting that much, but it was a decent movie. And I gave that 7.5 out of 10. You can find it on Netflix. And then I watched Hallows Eve, which if you guys haven't seen the Terrifier, this movie came before the Terrifier. And it's like Art the Clown. Basically, there's babysitters babysitting these kids one night. And then she finds like this like tape and has a whole bunch of videos. It's kind of like VHS with all like different videos of like killings and everything. So it's just like that. Which the killings are pretty like gruesome. Like I like the first one is at least. I don't remember. I tried to block that out of my mind. But yeah, it was okay. I was expecting it to be like one video and the clown kind of chases them around, but it's not. But it was okay. I give that 7.5 out of 10, and you can find it on Tubi. There was some, I think that's like the last film that was kind of creepy too. So yeah. And then my last one I watched was Sinister. This one, this movie is so good. It has older Eddie from It Chapter 2 in it, and it wasn't Netflix, but they took it off because it's silly. So of course I bought it. And basically we have this killing that happened. They were like hung and everything. So then this true crime novelist kind of goes into this house to kind of figure out what happened to the kid and who killed him. And then there was like there's all these tapes of all these home murders and everything. And honestly, some of the tapes were pretty gruesome. The second one has this rat trap thing. You guys don't know what the rat trap is. So second one was okay. I really liked this one though. It was so good. I think the concept was amazing. There was one part at the end I didn't like, where it's just like something happens and you didn't really get to see the full thing of it. I don't want to spoil it. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. So that's all for today. Hope you enjoyed my movies. If you guys have any suggestions, put them down below, because I am on a roll. It's October now, so every day of October I'm trying to watch a new horror movie. So we're going to have like 500 movies for October, so you're welcome. But I'll see you guys next Thursday, and bye.